Hey everyone, it's Adriana. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today's topic is one that's not so sexy, but it is definitely a very important topic. I've been getting a lot of questions about how to price my products, how much should I, sell a dozen of chip bags for, this or that. And though it's not really fun to have to sit down and, do the math part of this business, it is very important. And so I decided to finally sit down and do a video for you guys to show you how it is that I break down my prices and how you can apply it to your products as well. Alright, you guys, so again, I know this topic isn't super fun, but if you're serious about making your little side hustle or your side hobby into a legitimate business, this is something that you have to just sit down, hunker down, and just bite the bullet on it. I'm going to show you how to do it because a lot of people just have no idea how to gather the cost of supplies and and tax and all this stuff. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Once you really get the hang of it, it'll become just second nature to you and it won't be a headache. But again, the headache will be to sit down and actually do it the first time around. So I am going to be putting little screenshots here of the breakdown. You're going to see it actually here in front of you. That way you're not confused. If you do get confused at any point of the way, then go ahead and just comment below and you know that I will respond to you. I'm also going to show you guys the actual products that I use for my items. That way you can see the actual breakdown, okay? So for today's video, I'm going to use a party favorite chip bag as the example. But this breakdown can be used pretty much for any of your products. However, towards the end of this video, I will explain a second way to calculate your prices for items that are really different from like party favors and all that. So again, I will get into that. Just keep watching. I'm going to go ahead and share my first screenshot, I guess. I'm going to start off with the paper. This is the Pen & Gear Super Premium Bright Copy Paper from Walmart. What you would do is you would go ahead and pull it up. You are going to take the total price of the item. So right here it is $8.72. That price might be different at your Walmart depending on what state you live in, so make sure to get your price. So it is $8.72. Now when you walk out of the store, you don't just pay the $8.72. You have to pay for the tax as well. So what you're going to do is take that $8.72 and you're going to add your state tax to it. Now here in Texas, the state tax is normally about 8.25%. Apparently it can vary, but normally it's 8.25%. What you would do to start off with is you would get the price of your supplies. You're going to take $8.72, times it by your state tax. So for me, it is 1.0825. That means that for that package of paper, I am paying out of pocket $9 and round it up 44 cents. Now, if you look right here, it says it is a pack of 300 sheets. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that $9.44 and you're going to divide it by that 300. So $9.44, because again, I rounded up, divided by 300. That tells me that each single sheet in this pack is 3 cents. Okay? So all we're going to do is get the price for one single chip bag using these specific materials. So, noting it down, one single sheet of paper for one chip bag is 3 cents. So the next, I'm going to calculate the cost of the ink for that one single sheet of paper. It is 100% possible for you to look through the website from where you buy your ink and check to see how many pages is supposedly able to print from that cartridge. Now, of course, depending on, if you're using high quality settings and all this and that, the number of sheets could definitely vary. But for these purposes, you are just going to take the amount of sheets that the company says you're getting for that cartridge. So if you are using HP Instant Ink, you can go to the HP Instant Ink website and you can see the breakdown. You would take, let's just say you're using the occasional printing setting. It's the very first one. It costs you $2.99 a month plus tax. So again, $2.99 times my 1.0825 of Texas tax. That means per month I'm paying $3 and rounded up 24 cents. $3.24, and it says you get up to 50 pages. After that, you have to pay extra. So I'm just paying attention to the 50 pages. $3.24 divided by the 50 sheets that it will allow me. That means that each printout is costing me 6 cents. Okay? So we're going to note that down. All right, so we've got the cost of our paper per sheet. We've got the cost of our ink per sheet. I'm also going to calculate the glue that goes into that. Yes, you have to start doing that, because if you're paying for materials, you got to charge your customers for these materials. I know it's tedious, but I promise you, once you get the basic supply cost down, it won't be a headache after that, okay? It's actually going to ease a weight off of your shoulders. So for my glue, I actually get a lot of my glue sticks from either Amazon or from Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree glue sticks. If you have not used them, I highly recommend it. I think it's great. Like, I think it's better than the expensive stuff from Joann's. I really do. The only thing that sucks is that you used to be able to get 20 glue sticks per pack. So for $1.08 here in Texas. But I think that Dollar Tree caught on to us, and I think they figured out that we were getting like way too good of a deal. And so they changed it from 20 glue sticks to a pack to only 16. Not much of a difference, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, that 20 was nice. So anyways, so again, knowing that anything at Dollar Tree costs $1 plus your state tax, it would be $1.08 out the door. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just use this 20 pieces right here, even though now it's 16. I'm going to go ahead and still use the 20 piece, just going to pretend. I would do 1.08, because that's how much it would cost, divided by the 20 glue sticks. That tells me that every single glue stick costs 5 cents, okay? So, of course, you're not using an entire glue stick for one chip bag, but it's 5 cents. Just put it down, okay? One glue stick is costing you 5 cents. All right, so now you've gotten the cost breakdown for your paper. You've got it for your ink for that one sheet of paper, as well as your glue stick that you'll be using for that chip bag. So we're going to go ahead and add them together. That's going to be, I have 6 cents plus 3 cents for the paper plus the 5 cents for one glue stick. So it's only costing me 14 cents to make one chip bag. Again, that's not including your time for designing or assembling. We're not talking about that right now. 14 cents supplies-wise, money-wise, to make this bag. So from there, what I always do is I add in state tax. That way my customer is paying for tax. That way, if you have your own small business, you need to be putting money away to pay your state taxes. So 14 cents times 1.0825, 15 cents. And then here's the part where you get your profit from. I always take that amount and I do times 3. And it is 45 cents. All right, look. So we know that 45 cents, that's nothing. No one out there is charging less than 50 cents for a chip bag. We all know this. Everyone's charging between like $2 and $3. All this little formula does is just, it breaks down your cost of supplies for that one single chip bag. You're adding in your state tax, and then timesing by 3 is what the profit would be, basically. So the 15 cents would be your cost of supplies, but the 30 cents would be your income, basically your profit. Now, what I normally do on top of my items is after I calculate all of that, I then add a design fee. The design fee can really depend on the item. For my chip bags, it's been a while since I first initially set up my price breakdown, so I don't even remember what my design fee was. But my design fee is just the fee for actually having to sit down and design something for you. And then just because I've been around for a while and all that, I can then bump that up also just a little bit. So right now my matte chip bags go for $2.50 per bag, but you don't have to charge that. When I first started, I believe I was only charging 90 cents per chip bag, and I only offered matte chip bags. And then as I got better, I bumped it up and it was like $1.25, and then $1.50, and then $1.75, and then little by little I eventually got to that $2.50. The thing is though, is that I know that people are going to pay that price for my stuff because of my quality. So that's the only reason I say that if you are new to this business, you can't just jump on the bandwagon and then be charging people $3-4. There are shops out there that charge $3 or $4 per chip bag, and it's thievery. Okay, I can't stand that they do that, but it's none of my business at the same time. So I just recommend for you to charge a little less when you're first starting, just so that you can get people buying. You know, you just got to get your customer base. Once people start spreading the word, you can increase your prices a little bit. You can even explain it's just for the demand, whatever, you know. But that is one cost breakdown. Just to reiterate, it is basically the cost of your supplies per item. You're going to add your state tax times by 3. And if you're okay with whatever is here at the bottom, then that's it. You don't need to do anything else. That is your cost per item. And then of course, if you're selling your chip bags per dozen, you would just then take this total and times by 12 so that you could get your total cost for a dozen. If you're not okay with that price, what you can do is then just add a design fee, you know, or add your work fee or whatever other things that you believe you need to add into it. You can see that in my cost of supplies, I did not calculate, you know, cost of my electricity and all of that. That would be in that 3% right there. Because it's not much, you know what I'm saying? So there is definitely some leeway, but that is how you're going to get your cost breakdown. No matter what price formula you use, you need to get a price breakdown for your supplies. You need to keep a running list going. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I was going to also just kind of quickly go over the price breakdown for stuff that is kind of hard to calculate. What I mean by that is, let's say you're making something that a customer just kind of randomly asked for. This happens to me, you know, every now and again too. For instance, I just shipped off a 2-foot wide custom Sesame Street sign. I made one for this customer a few years ago, and she needed another one for a different child. And I couldn't remember how much I charged her all those years ago. So I had to redo my math again. So in supplies, I was just going to be spending $2.84. So I went ahead and calculated that and then added my state tax. That meant that after tax and everything, I would be spending $3.07. Now, the thing is that because this item is so big, it's kind of a hassle to make. I hate saying that because I don't want anybody to say, well, fine, I won't order that from you. But, I mean, I'm just kind of being honest. It's a big item, so I have to, like, find some place in my house to make it. I also knew that because it was so big, I was going to have to DIY my own shipping box. So, again, there's just kind of, like, the rest of the money that I'm charging is going to be kind of like the hassle fee a little bit, the work fee, the design fee, like I mentioned earlier. That's where that part comes in. That's where you just kind of have to decide, like, if this is going to take me 2 hours to make, how much do I want to be paying myself per hour? In my Facebook group, we discuss a lot about how there are people out there that are gouging people with ridiculous prices. You know what I'm saying? $50 for a class on how to make a chip bag. No, that's horrible. That's horrible, and I'm going to just say they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, that's really just something that I really hope is the biggest lesson out of all of this. It's just, you can technically charge whatever it is you want. First, be smart. Make sure you're calculating the cost of your supplies so that you're not losing money on everything. Second, don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't overdo it. Don't be one of those people, because you're going to break my heart if you do that, okay? So anyways, if you guys have questions, put them down in the comments below. Again, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, do so. And I will see you guys around next time. Bye.